I've got a question then, because this does pop up in the comment section quite a lot, and a lot of people will know that I'm a big Watkins fan, and I do not want to see Watkins sold. Yes, there's areas of his game that I want him to improve on, and I think that's only fair to look at a player and say that's what he needs to improve on. What would you say to somebody that says if you give another striker Watkins' chances that he misses, that they'll score them? Because that pops up quite a lot. Watkins has missed this amount of chances, but if you give it to somebody else, then they'll probably put them away. What would you say to that?
Yeah, I mean, it's the thing, and it's the obvious like standout stat when you look at Watkins' big chances missed. But for me, big chances missed is a bit of a flawed stat, a bit of a flawed metric, because you're not looking at all chances. You're missing out on so many chances there. He might be very good at the medium chances, or the low chances, the low quality chances, let's say. So for me, it all balances out, and I think overall he's a decent finisher. He misses some of the ones that you expect him to score, but he scores some goals that you wouldn't expect other strikers to score. So if you look at his whole body of work, I think he's a very good striker. Will he be disappointed with some of the chances he's missed? Probably. I personally don't think that'll happen again next season. I think it was a low.
I think the injury's probably not helped. I think he's been playing through one, and he got called up to England, and he's gone home because he's got an injury, and it's probably the same little niggle that has been with him all season, really. So I'm with you. I think when you talk about big chances missed, the next two players are always Haaland and Salah. So they're missing a lot of chances as well. So I think he's really good, and I think his numbers are there still, and while he's still banging in them goals, then I don't think we're in a position to say no, you're not good enough for Villa anymore. Let's move you on, really. So